everyone.
Hello.
You're signing in. Can you all see us and hear us?
Yeah.
Hang on. Hi. Can you hear us loud and clear? Ah, thanks, Jules. So Joshy will be reading the messages out. Hello, Nanu. Hello, Claire.
Nanu.
Hello, Joe. Nanu. Ah, hello, Zoe. Zoe's to work with Mummy.
Okay.
Ah.
Got quite a lot of people coming in.
Hello, my English twin.
Who?
Sarah. That's Isaac's mum. Hello, G. Okay, G's multitasking because he's watching the rugby. It's still early yet. What's the time? Oh, it's just starting. Just waiting for a few more people to join. Hello, Helen. Hello. Actually, whilst we're waiting, tell us what year you were born. Joshie won't say the year, and I'm going to write them down because I've written that out. The animals and the characteristics.
Wait, what?
Joshie, can we hold the thing? Just sit over.
This is not going to work.
Have no choice, Joshie. You can hold it like that. Yeah.
No, it's too heavy on one side. Oh, that's fine. I'll work with it.
Okay. So, actually, let me flip it back. So, tell me what year you were born, and I'm going to write it down. Hello, Em. Right. 2007, 1974, 1978, 1971, 1972, 1972. Haven't missed any out. What I'll do is I'll try and read all the animals out as I go along. 2010.
What do these mean? What do these mean?
Don't worry. They're the years.
Yeah,
1972, 1976. They're the animals. They're the years, and they're the characters.
Yeah. But with dates?
That's the years.
Oh.
Yes. Okay, 1981. 1972, got that. 2006.
2013.
1982.
Oh,
2013.
2013, is that from?
Ah, thanks, Em. I try. I thought I'd make an effort and put a dress on today. Yay. Hello, Ellie. Another Ellie, 1973.
Oh.
Sarah, you're the same as me. We are getting younger, never getting older. 1973. It's our year. It's the year of the ox. Joshua won't be bouncing about in about an hour's time when he's getting quite tired.
Yeah.
Save your energy. Should we just wait for a few more people?
What?
Hello, Barbara. Barbara was my boss. She actually let me go and do Lost for 3 weeks. Yes, I used to do a TV programme called Lost where they blindfold you and drop you in the middle of nowhere and you had to make your way back to England and touch Nelson's column. 19... Funny enough, Barbara, I was showing Joshie the Lost episodes on YouTube the other day. That was funny. 1971, yep, 71 is on the list. So I hope you've all got a drink in your hand. Let me know if you're drinking beer, wine, Prosecco, spirits, because...
We've got Ribena! Be that! We've got Ribena! Ribena!
Yeah, as you can see, Joshie doesn't need alcohol. Exactly, Barbara, with no money. What they did, they dropped you in the middle of nowhere with some camping equipment, and next day you had to go and follow the skidoo trails, and then once you found out where you were, you get $100 and your passport, and then you have to make your way on by road all the way down to Montreal, and then drop all your camping equipment, then make your way all the way to LA, and that's where it's the only place you could fly back to England.
There's so many Joes and Allies.
Oh, I so many Joes and Allies. Any more years?
And leaves.
Oh no, look, Liz, I've had a bit too much wine. Liz, hold back. Drink some
Why?
water in between.
Hey, Changy.
Big mistake.
3 to go might have a bit too much
Prosecco.
wine already.
I know.
Wait, who's cooking along tonight?
Hello, Michi. Sarah.
Who's cooking along?
Hello, Donna. Right, I think, 1975. Right, let's stick that on. Please tell me what year you were born. It's not that we want to work out your age. We want to work out what animal of the Chinese zodiac you are. And I'll read out when I can in between cooking.
I am.
I think we are good to go. Ali, is your mum and dad online? 1979. Hello, Amanda Rogers. 1979. Have I missed anybody else out? 1979, got that on Joe as well.
You look gorgeous.
Ah, thank
Wait,
you.
which one? Not sure. Good answer.
I'm the dragon. Well,
You're a dragon?
a beautiful dragon that is,
I
Sarah.
thought you were a bull. Ox.
No, I'm asking to Sarah. Right, I think. Oh, hello, Yvonne. You're Von Poon.
Oh, yeah.
1979. Have we got 1979 on here? No.
It's a go.
Obviously, I've just said 1979.
My folks.
No, Ali Reeves, mum and dad. Sorry, there's 2 Alis on here. It's very confusing. I know.
What's it? Forgot the name.
Right, I think we will make a start. Shall we make a start or shall we wait a couple more minutes for a few people? If you know there are a few people that are supposed to be cooking along, then, oh!
You scared me.
Hello, Janet Reeves and John. Hello, welcome to your first cook along. I hope you enjoy it.
How come we were on?
1989. Janet and John, if you want to tell me the year you were born, and then we can work out what animal you are. Oh, thank you. It's a little dress I put on. Thought I'd make an effort.
I thought I'd make an effort as well.
Josh should make an effort as well.
It's just a
like yeah. Okay, right. So I'm going to flip.
We're gonna flip and I'm gonna get an army.
Right. Gung hei fat choi.
I did that, by the way.
Joshy designed this. Very exciting. So it's the other ox, but like I said, I'm going to try and read out the years of your born, and then tell you characteristics, etc. Okay, so first things first, get yourself a drink if you haven't got one. We've got Ribena. Then
Yes.
Get yourself a beer, wine, or prosecco, because you'll need it whilst you're cooking. Because we are multitasking today. We are doing the beef and vegetable stir fry on a bed of crispy noodles, and also steamed fish in soy sauce, ginger, and spring onion. Got to remember to get the camera this way. I know.
Zoe Kimball
Yeah.
said, my son Jack, who is somehow 21, says hello.
Oh, hello, Jack. My God, you're 21. That's such a full-grown adult.
My God, I'm nearly 11.
Yeah, I know, but I used to know him when he was like, teeny. Anyway, okay, first things first, get yourself an apron on, or if you haven't got an apron on, make sure something with a pocket, like jeans. Get yourself a tea towel, hold it up, because we are going to be wiping our hands quite often, so it's good to have this handy.
My arm's already aching.
Okay, Joshy, stop moaning. Okay, and then you need to roll your sleeves up, because we are...
Manny's watching.
Who?
Manny.
Ah, hi girl. Manny's my brother. Okay, so what we need to do is fill your kettle up and put it on. Because we are going to need the boiling water for the noodles, and also to make the chicken stock. Okay, so I am going to go through the equipment that we're going to be using. So make sure you have everything on hand. And also I'm going to be going through the ingredients. Don't worry if you haven't prepped anything. I'm going to cut everything and measure everything as and when. Because I know some people are doing it for 4 people.
Liz says, Changy, need more volume for you.
Oh, really? Is it fun? Should I put it higher up?
Is that better? I turned the volume up on the phone a bit higher.
Is that better? Can you hear me loud and clear? Is that better, Liz?
I'm not going... hard to hear you. I think that just be yours.
Oh, really?
I mean, not yours, Liz's.
Oh, can everyone else hear me clearly? I can't put the microphone up any higher. Because I'm sure it's all connected.
Oh yeah, it's good for everyone. Ali reads.
Okay, it's all good. Okay, right.
I can hear maybe it's her iPhone from Emma.
Oh, okay. Right, okay. I'm going to go through the equipment whilst we're waiting for the water to boil. So, you'll need...
Oh, it's perfect now.
Okay, so you'll need a tray of some kind, baking tray or flat tray, and you'll need some kitchen towels. This is going to be for us to put the noodles on after we've fried them to drain a little bit of the oil off. If you can, get yourself a bowl and pour some of the vegetable oil that you're going to be using, because what we're going to do, we're going to pan fry the noodles, and when it gets too hot, we're going to use a tablespoon and drizzle the oil around. But we'll also use the oil for stir frying as well. So if you can get yourself a bowl or a mug or a cup and pour the oil in there with the tablespoon in, that's going to be very handy. You're going to need a fish slice like this one or something like this, because we're going to do some flipping of some kind with the noodles. A spatula or a wooden spoon, because you're going to need 2 instruments to move the noodles around, and also you're going to need this for stir frying later, and also testing if the oil is hot enough.
Martin Allen.
Oh, hello Martin. You're going to need either a jug or a long container or a bowl, because that is going to be for our stock, and that is going to be, we need the stock for making more sauce when we do the stir fry. Saucepan or big pan, I've got 4 nests of noodles, but you can have 3, entirely up to you, or if you're doing cooking for 4, you may want 5 or 6, but that's going to be for that. Later we'll need a saucepan as well, because we'll be going to be heating up some sesame oil and oil to put on top of the fish. If you haven't minced or grated your ginger or garlic, I'm going to quickly show you the way I do it, or you can do it at home. You can use a grater or a mincer or bash there. Right, you're going to need a bowl with some corn flour, because we're going to add corn flour with water, and that is going to be our thickener for the sauce. Later on we'll need a bowl and a tablespoon as well for sesame oil, and that is going to be going on top of the fish once it's been in the saucepan. That's our meat. You'll need a bowl and a tablespoon, because we're going to mix the sauces for the stir fry and leave it in the bowl there, but we're also going to need the tablespoon to measure out the ingredients for the marinade for the beef. Teaspoon, that is going to help you grate the ginger, which I'll show you in a minute. That's for your veg. A sieve for draining the noodles. Now, if you've got ice cubes, put them in a bowl. If you haven't, don't worry. Get some cold water in a bowl, because we will later finely shred these spring onions. Some may kill, but it will keep them fresh, and we're going to put that on top of the fish once the fish has steamed. Yes. Josh is waving.
And I was just waving for my reflection.
And then get yourself another little bowl or a cup or a mug, because we'll put the soy sauce in there. Actually, you don't need to do that. Don't worry about that. Ignore that. Right, okay, so is everyone okay with speed? Please let me know if I'm talking too fast or going too fast, okay? All good to go? Thumbs up? Yay, yay, yay. Oh, one last thing. For the fish, we are going to use the oven steaming method. So you'll need to get either a baking tray or a roasting tin, and you'll need some kitchen foil, because what we're going to do, we're going to wrap it up like a big calzone or a parcel, and we're going to steam that. So we'll be steaming the fish whilst we start the stir fry cooking later. That's when you'll need to multitask. Okay, so kettle boiled. If you can use fresh noodles, fresh egg noodles. If you have, great. You can sit back for a couple of minutes, have a sip of your drink. If you're using dry noodles, stick the heat on. Pour the hot water in. And we shall cook this for 2 minutes.
Zolat, I think.
2 minutes.
Zolat is watching.
Oh, okay. Hello.
Did I say that right?
Don't know. Okay, right. Whilst the...
Do we need the oven on?
Not yet. I shall tell you when to put the oven on. We'll put the oven on once we start... let me think. We'll do the noodles, and then we'll drain the noodles, and then we'll prep all the stuff, and then we'll put the oven on. Otherwise, it'll get too hot. Because we'll be oven steaming the fish.
Oh.
Okay. Right. If you've got pre-bought packet of veg, brilliant. If you haven't, this is where I'm going to be cutting my veg. I'm showcasing my new knife, by the way, global knife. It's amazing. I know lots of girls treat themselves to beauty stuff, but I treated myself to an early birthday present, which is on the 27th of March, by the way. Nice.
Also, the mushrooms when you cut with this knife are very satisfying. So you might want to pay attention to the mushrooms.
Right.
Not so much the other stuff.
Okay, so let me put the mushrooms to one side first.
Oh.
Right, I've got some green beans, so I'm going to cut these in half. If you can, cut your vegetables a similar size, then they'll cook at the same time. So we like our veg quite crunchy.
Didn't, grate it.
Oh, it doesn't matter. You don't have to. You mean peel it?
Peel it, sorry.
It doesn't matter. Look, it's only thin bits. So because they're quite big pieces, I like to cut them longer into strips.
You've got carrot juice all over me.
Sorry. It's healthy. Okay. Let's cut these. Let's cut that out of the way. Yeah. Then I've got some broccoli. So with stir fries, you want to make it colourful. Okay.
Oh.
Noodles are ready.
Oh wow, that's bubbly.
Oops. Get yourself a fork or tongs. I'll use a fork. You want to loosen the noodles, separate them like so they don't stick before you pour out the water.
Oh, Claire says she loves the knife.
Oh, the knife is a game changer, honestly. I mean, they're not cheap, but it's amazing. I get so excited every time I use it. That's how sad my life has become. Okay, right. Now they're all loosened up. Go over to the sink. Drain off your noodles.
Whoa.
Rinse your saucepan so you can get rid of any noodles that are stuck on there. Don't put your saucepan away because we'll need that later. Okay, now rinse your noodles under cold water. And the reason why you do this...
Savage just joined.
Oh, hello Amy. If you rinse the noodles with cold water whilst moving it so the underneath ones get coated as well with cold water, this will stop the cooking process. Normally, when you do stir fries with noodles, you can put some sesame oil to stop it sticking, but we don't want them to stick because we are going to pan fry them. Okay, so let them drain.
She's just checking to say hi.
Hi Amy.
And hi Oliver as well, because he just said hi, it's Oliver Frick, and you spammed the like button.
Oh, I see. Hello Oliver. Okay, so everyone at that stage, I'm going to carry on cutting my vegetables. So we've literally just rinsed off the noodles to keep them cold. Okay, I like to cut these diagonal because it's just a bit fancy. You don't have to. It all goes down the same hole really. But, you know, you don't just eat with your mouth, you eat with your eyes. Yes. Okay, let's cut these.
Just stick it in your eyeballs.
Okay, now, I'm not going to use all this pepper, but I just thought I'd show you how to get rid of the pepper. So you cut one bit off, and what I do, get your knife underneath and cut around the stem, like so. And then try and cut, because you don't really want any of the seeds or the white bit.
It'd be a lot easier as well, because you have a really sharp knife.
But you can do it with a normal knife. Right, and then cut the white bits off, like so. Right, and then you can slice. Let's cut a bit more off. I won't be using all the pepper, but I just wanted to show you the easiest way to get the seeds out. Okay, I'm going to cut these in half. Let's do one more.
Amy said you're looking pretty and she is making her hungry.
Oh, this is we just started. Now.
Oh, here we go. Here's the mushrooms, people. Oh.
I cut these quite chunky because Joshy doesn't like the mushrooms, so he can pick them out.
Yeah, even though I don't like mushrooms, I love the cutting.
You can cut mushrooms however you want. You can do them diagonal, but don't do them too small because they will shrink. Now, all I say is that when you've got hard vegetables like on this plate, when we do the stir frying, you want to put the mushrooms being the last vegetable putting in the stir fry, otherwise it releases too much water and makes the rest of the noodles soggy. So I'm just going to put this away. Stay filming there, Joshy.
There are the tiny decorations.
Oh yes.
And we've got some over there as well.
Can we just say, I put these up and being short, look, they missed my head. Unfortunately for my husband Glyn, who's a little bit taller, keeps banging his head on it. But hey, it's my kitchen. Okay, right.
I thought it was our kitchen.
Sorry, our kitchen. Yes, not my kitchen. Okay. First thing, ginger. If you've minced and grated your ginger, brilliant. If you haven't, a little trick here. Cut the knobbly bits off, like so.
Jessica Chalmers.
Ah! Hello, lamb chops.
Wait, what?
It's Jessica. Right.
And Zoe Blanchflower.
Oh, hello, sorry. Sorry, Josh is trying to read out the names.
They're very difficult
I
names.
know. So you'll need one piece to grate, but you'll need one big piece because we are going to cut these into matchsticks and then we're going to put these on top of the fish. So we are going to get all the ginger and garlic ready. We've got the veg ready, noodles are ready. Then we're going to put the sauces and we're going to marinate the meat and also prep the fish. Yes.
Ali has just asked, where is Jeff? Well, I will say the answer to this. Jeff is in the lounge because in the kitchen door he barks at his own reflection and it's really annoying. So we have to shut this kitchen door, shut the lounge gate, put a blanket over the lounge gate and keep him calm.
We had to put these white pieces of paper here because he kept barking at his own reflection. I mean, dogs are very intelligent, sometimes no. Okay, so let's get back to the cooking. Get your piece of ginger, hold it like you would back in the old days of the mobile phone, little flip phones. Hold it firmly, and then what you want to do is get yourself a teaspoon and scrape down. So you scrape the skin off. And the reason why we don't cut the skin off is because you're wasting a lot of the ginger by cutting it. And cutting all the juice off as well. And because we're using a teaspoon, the skin comes off very easily and you don't hurt your hand.
So does the juice.
Yeah, sometimes I actually hit Joshy with the ginger juice.
Oh.
Right,
As you said that, you hit me.
okay. Is anyone doing the ginger and garlic now?
Oh,
or have they all minced and grated beforehand?
Amy Gusta.
Oh, Gustav.
Gustav.
Oh, hello, Amy.
Oh,
Right.
yeah. I don't know how, but you got some juice on the camera.
Okay, I'm going to do it again because I'm going to use this ginger for the fish. So let's show you again. Get it in the palm of your hand and scrape down. I hope you'll find this tip very useful.
Oh, I can smell it.
Ginger, don't worry if you've got some left over. This is so good for your immune system. In the morning, if you have some ginger, lemon, and just hot water, oh my God, it's so refreshing. I've been buying smoothies with the ginger shots in, and it's so addictive. I love ginger.
No.
When I've got a sore throat, ginger and hot water and
You got it in my
honey.
face.
Okay, so best way to do the, if you haven't got a mincer or a Nutri-Ninja or a food blender, get yourself a grater. I would go for that
Tiny side on
tiny side and just grate down. Hold tightly and grate. So I'm going to grate 2 teaspoons. One for marinating the meat and 1 teaspoon for putting in the stir fry sauce. How much have I got there?
You'll have some there, won't you?
Let's have a look. Make sure I've got enough.
Is that enough?
It's 1 teaspoon. It's 2 teaspoons. Yep.
Oh, Sarah has an apple and ginger shot every morning.
Oh.
Very good for you.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. Okay.
I have, what is it? Raspberry, strawberry and banana.
Right. Get your other piece of ginger. Let's wash my hands a bit. Wipe my hands with my cloth.
That's where it comes in handy.
Handy. Okay. What you want to do, I'm going to show you first. Doesn't matter if you have your ginger this way or that way. It doesn't matter. What we want to do is cut them thin slivers.
Matchsticks.
As you can, into slices. Like so. And then you get your slices, put them into a pile like that, hold them, and you want to cut thinly little matchsticks. This is going to go on top of the fish when we steam. I'm going to show you again. So, it doesn't matter which way round, but I'll put it down the flat way. Slice, thin slices, like so. Spare. Pile them up. It don't have to be piled up completely. 2 or 3 slices together, and then you want to do matchstick thin.
It looks so much better on camera.
Is everyone okay with the speed I'm going at? Please let me know if you'd like me to slow down.
They look like chopped up potatoes.
They do.
As in like just about turned into chips.
Right, and put that ginger onto the plate. Everyone okay with chopping up the ginger into matchsticks? All good to go?
Kanj is watching.
Hello, Kanj. We can't share our jokes because some people are not finding PC. Whilst we're waiting for others, I'm going to start with the garlic.
Cherie is watching as well.
Hi, Cherie. Right, let's get your garlic cloves here. Right, get yourself a little bag, put them in to the bag, close them up.
I really want to do this one day.
Okay, get yourself a bottle or
something really hard.
And then you want to bash the garlic.
Harder.
Let's move those, that's an annoying sound, isn't it? Just made Jeff bark.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, move that out of the way. Get your garlic out. Okay, now what you could do, there's 2 different ways you can do this. You can either get a knife and chop them up really finely, or use a garlic crusher.
Oh,
Good
yeah.
old fashioned. You could grate the garlic on the cheese grater, but it's quite fiddly because the pieces are quite small. Right, let's just get rid of the skin. Ginger and garlic, if you've got a little bit of skin on them, don't worry about it. It won't kill you. How's everyone doing with their ginger matchsticks? Are they all okay?
Do a thumbs up if you're doing okay.
I know it's hard to, to do the comments and also cook at the same time. But please let me know if I'm going too fast, because I know there's quite a few watching today, which I'm very
We have one thumbs up
grateful
from Ali Rees, I
Okay.
think. I think that's how you say it.
Reezy.
Rees.
Ali, or Ali Cat.
We got a thumbs up from Anu, a thumbs up from Sarah Widowson.
Yep, my English twin. She actually she ties her crisp packets like how I do.
Oh, you have an obsession with that.
Sarah, I still do it.
I don't. I just...
Joshy gives me his crisp packets and I do it for him. Right, okay, so you can either...
How much garlic again?
That's a bowl. We need 2 teaspoons. 1 for marinating with the meat or protein, because I know Annie's using tofu, and 1 teaspoon for the stir fry.
Jealous.
Okay. So you can either use your...
This is really
Mixer.
satisfying.
Let's put this bit over. So, let's move this off the table, off the plate. Right, you can either use your mincer, that works. Put those bits back in. Because you don't really want big pieces of garlic. It's not so bad with ginger, but big pieces of garlic, it's quite overpowering.
This is quite satisfying as well.
Yeah. Joshua was watching James Martin this morning making mash, and he had the big, massive version of this, and that was very satisfying, pushing it through. Like so. Or if you haven't got one of these,
You just use a good old-fashioned knife.
good old-fashioned knife, and cut them up like you would do like your herbs.
That's quick. Does it feel like a proper chef doing that?
Oh, I'm showing off because I've got the new knife. It's so good, this knife. I feel like, I don't know if anyone remembers Patrick's Pantry. At the beginning of his cooking show, he used to do this, and you always hear his music of...
Claire Fernell Williams said, would you hate it if I use a jar?
No, not at all. I don't mind. I honestly don't mind people using cheats, like garlic, ginger, or already cut up vegetables. It doesn't matter. The whole point of my cooking, or our cooking, is having a go. Rather than ordering a takeout or just putting things in the microwave, it's all about having a go.
Hey, hold on, I'm so lost. Isn't a jar a container?
No, like a jar of already minced garlic or
Oh.
ginger. Yeah. Okay, so everyone has done the noodles. Everyone has done their ginger and garlic. Ginger 2 ways. You've got minced and grated and chopped up into small matchsticks. Are we all good to go? Next stage.
You've got 2 people cheating here.
We're not cheating. Cheating is when you're ordering it from the phone for takeaway. Right, okay, so the next stage we want to do is to get the sauces ready for the stir fry. So get your dark soy sauce and light soy sauce, oyster sauce open, and Shaohsing rice wine. Okay. Dark soy sauce is for colour, light soy sauce is for saltiness. Oyster sauce, if you haven't got oyster sauce, you can mix 50% hoisin sauce and 50% light soy sauce. That's kind of equivalent of oyster sauce if you're a vegetarian. Shaohsing rice wine, if you haven't got that, you can use mirin. I know Joe's using mirin. But if not, you can use dry sherry or pineapple juice or orange juice. Pineapple juice or apple juice if you don't want to use alcohol. Then obviously you've got the ground white pepper. Chilies,
If you
up
want.
to you. But, you know, kids sometimes don't like it.
Hannah Morris Sweetman is watching.
Oh, hello, Hannah. Hello. Okay, so we want 1 tablespoon of dark soy sauce into the bowl, along with 1 tablespoon of light soy sauce. This is for the stir fry. We'll do the fish separately. 1 tablespoon of oyster sauce.
Is this a new bottle of Shaohsing rice wine?
Yes, we go through quite a lot. I mean, you can drink the Shaohsing rice wine, but it's 13.5%.
I wouldn't.
It's quite a lot. I probably wouldn't. Okay.
A sprinkle.
A little sprinkle of ground white pepper. You can use ground black pepper, but we use white pepper. It's a little bit stronger, but also you don't get little bits and bits.
Alison Reeves has said, I'm not doing the fish, but do I need to do this bit?
Yes, you do. This is for the stir fry, noodles. So 1 tablespoon of dark soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of light soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of oyster sauce, 1 tablespoon of Shaohsing rice cooking wine or dry sherry or pineapple juice or apple juice. A little sprinkle of ground white pepper. And then 1 teaspoon of ginger and 1 teaspoon minced ginger and 1 teaspoon of minced garlic. And you want to mix that up, yes?
We've got Dan Crester and Karen Batten are watching.
Oh, hello Karen, hello Dan. Thank you for joining. Okay, we leave that aside because that is going to be for our stir fry. In fact, we can take that over to the stir fry section. Actually, whilst we're doing that, you might want to refill your kettle so we make some stock for our sauce later. Might as well do this now.
Can you repeat it?
Yes.
Sorry, can you start that bit again? So is it 1 tablespoon?
1 tablespoon of dark soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of light soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of oyster sauce, 1 tablespoon of Shaohsing or any cooking wine, or dry sherry or pineapple juice or apple juice. Then you want a little bit of the ground white pepper, tiny bit, 1 teaspoon of garlic, 1 teaspoon of the minced ginger. In the meantime, you want to get your kettle on again because we want to make a chicken or vegetable stock for the stir fry. So let's get that ready.
I'm just going to have a sip of my Ribena.
Okay. Just going to measure out chicken powder. Right. Whilst we're measuring out things, get your corn flour. Now, when you're doing thickening for sauces, whatever you do, how many tablespoons of corn flour, double the amount of cold water. And always use cold water, because if you use hot water, then it becomes gloopy.
Dan Crest has just tried to say Gong Hei Fat Choi in the chat, and I think autocorrect has changed it to Kung Hia Fat Choi.
Okay. Nice one, Dan. Okay, so for the thickener, for the sauce, stir-fry sauce, we will do 3 tablespoons of corn flour into a bowl with 6 tablespoons of cold water from the tap. So 3 tablespoons of corn flour. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can either use a spoon to mix it or your fingers, doesn't matter. Whoops. Swap that way. Okay, so again, we're going to take the thickener over to where we've just made the sauce. Right, my kettle's boiled. Hopefully everyone else's too. And you want about 400 millilitres of chicken and vegetable stock. Joe Fricker, you may want about 6.
Rewind,
5
please.
to 6.
Ali's just said rewind.
Rewind to what section? Where the sauce?
I think it's this bit, so this bit.
Oh.
3 teaspoons.
Do you want me to rewind where we've made the thickener? Or
Show us the
before?
corn flour bit.
Okay, so you need 3 level tablespoons of corn flour with 6 level tablespoons of cold water from the tap. That is going to be our thickener for when we do the stir-fry sauce after we've done the crisping up the noodles. And you just mix it up. If you want to mix it later, that's fine, because it will settle. Is that okay? I'll put that onto the side and put that next to the sauce that we just made. Right, we are now going to prepare the beef. Now,
Oh, I haven't beef.
when they say cut against the grain, it basically means go the complete opposite way the lines are going. So you can see I've got 2 pieces here. I'll show you.
How gooey.
Nice. So you can tell this one, the lines or grains are going vertically. So what we're going to do, we're going to cut horizontally. So we basically cut along the opposite way how the lines are, and that basically cuts short the grain, and it will be more tender when we stir fry and eat it.
How are they different colours?
This one is going horizontally, so we are going to cut it down this way. So it's actually good. I've got 2 pieces.
Oh, Alison, you have to go a bit slower, because Ali said she can't keep up.
Okay.
Slow down, please, from Claire. Ali's said, I'm lost. Binod Kamashare.
Okay, right, let me repeat what we've done so far. Okay, so we've cooked the noodles for 2 minutes, and we've rinsed them, and they're now draining for later. We have cut the vegetables up. If you haven't bought a pre-packed vegetable,
Need corn flour instructions.
that's fine. We've made the sauce for the stir fry for later, which is 1 tablespoon of dark soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of light soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of oyster sauce, 1 tablespoon of Shaohsing rice wine, 1 teaspoon of minced ginger, and 1 teaspoon of minced garlic, and a little bit of ground black pepper. We've also made the corn flour, which is a thickener. And what you'll need 3 level tablespoons of corn flour mixed with 6 level tablespoons of cold water from the tap. Has to be cold, because if it's warm or hot, then the thickener will go gloopy. And this is to thicken the sauce after. We've also made about 400 millilitres of chicken and vegetable stock.
Alana's watching.
Oh, hi Lana. Right, is that okay speed-wise? That's all we've done so far. Oh, and we've also put a bowl of water with some ice in. That's ready for the spring onions later. Actually, before we cut the meat, sorry everybody, before we cut the meat, turn the board round.
Oh, Mrs. Mellon's watching.
Oh, hi Mrs. Mellon. I want to prep the spring onions. So, get your spring onions, cut the ends off. This is for the fish. If you're doing fish, cut them off. Like so. Right, let's cut them in half. Keep them long, just cut them in half, like so. And how you...
Pause, please, from Ali.
Oh, okay.
Shall we do the animals and the years?
Actually, while we're waiting for a couple of people to catch up, let's go through some of the years then. So, you don't have to just show it to me.
Okay.
No, as in just film me.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so we've had 2007. So who's 2007? Don't show the handwriting because I haven't got Lisa's handwriting. 2007.
We need stock instructions from Ali.
Oh, stock instructions. Literally, you just need to make 400 millilitres of stock with boiling hot water from the kettle.
And please slow down.
Okay. Right, I'm going to read out some animals while we're waiting then. So, 2007 is... why can't I find 2007? 2006, 2007. 2007 is Year of the Pig. And you have a beautiful personality and are blessed with good fortune in life. Ooh.
That's a good one.
I'll do one more while we're waiting. 1974. That is 1974. That would be Tiger. Now,
Ooh.
You are courageous and active people who love a good challenge and adventure in life.
That's me because I'm a tiger.
You are.
And that is
Okay.
also true.
We shall carry on here. Is everyone up to speed? Are we all good to go? Are we all good to go? Let me know if you want me to wait a bit. Everyone's made their stock. Everyone's made
We've
their...
got a thumbs up from Joe
Yeah.
Fricker.
Yeah.
And that's the only one yet.
Ali, I don't know if it's Ali Reeves or Zane's mum.
Zane's mum.
Oh, are you up to speed, Ali? Do you want me to wait, or are you okay for me to carry on?
Got another thumb. Oh, we got a thumbs up from Ali.
Okay, right. Now, this is for the fish. We've cut the spring onions into half, cut the ends off, cut them into half, and you want to do it, you know when you have duck and pancakes, the really thin shreds, that's what we want to create. So, you can press it down with your knife, that makes it easier.
Andy's watching.
Oh, hello Andy. So you just bash it a bit.
Oh my God.
Okay, and you want to cut it as thin as you can because we want these bits to curl. If they don't curl, it doesn't matter. They'll stay fresh anyway. But don't chop them up like that. We want to keep them long and thin. So I'll do this very slowly.
And Alison Reeves has said, Dad doesn't know how to comment in the chat, but 1945 is his.
1945. Okay, hang on. Let me make a note of that.
And we've got Kate Lambert Carter.
Okay. Hi, Kate. Okay, so let's cut these spring onions very thinly. Do you remember what we had with the duck and pancakes when we used to go in the restaurants? I actually do a healthier version on my YouTube channel, and it's the chicken and pancakes, and it's just as nice, isn't it, Joshy?
Yep.
Okay. So if it's easy to cut the spring onions in half and they're opened up like that, and then cut them again, watch your fingers. I'm going to wait because I know this can be quite a tricky job. So then you're left with these. Then get your bowl of cold ice water. If you haven't got ice, it doesn't matter. And we want to put them in the bowl. That will keep them green and they may actually curl up.
Really?
Yeah. We shall see. Oh, they're quite strong.
Yeah.
Make my eyes a bit watery. Oh. Okay, we'll put that to one side with the fish. Okay. I'm going to wait for a few people. I'm going to get my beef ready. But whilst we're waiting for others, I'm going to cut the fat off my beef because we don't need that for the cooking. So let's cut that off. It doesn't matter if you use different cuts of steak. I'm using sirloin today, but you can use rump or fillet if you fancy. It doesn't really matter. What matters is how you cut your beef. Okay, let's cut this skin off. Is everyone still cutting their spring onions? I'm happy to wait a little while.
Alana said, love the outfit. Dan said, nice new knife. So I couldn't speak. And Andy said, what a posh knife.
Yeah, very posh knife. It came earlier this week. Has everyone sliced their spring onions thinly and put them into cold water ready for the fish? We got thumbs up?
No one yet. Repeat how I cut the meat, please. Oh, we haven't cut it yet.
I haven't cut the meat yet. I was just waiting for people to catch up, but I'll cut the meat. So basically, a lot of the recipes always say cut against the grain. Basically, it means you go the complete...
thumbs up.
Okay, you go the complete opposite way how the meat is. So I've got 2 pieces of meat here. I've got one here, as you can see. Can you do close up, Joshy? The lines are going vertical. So I'm going to cut them horizontal. So you break the lines off, and that way it will be very tender, and we're going to cut them very thin slices. This one, the lines are going horizontal, so I'm going to cut very thin vertically. So if you pull your meat apart, you can see where the lines are. How the lines are going, go the complete opposite way of cutting. Now this is a long piece of meat, so I'm going to cut it in half and then cut against it. Right, okay, this one is going horizontal, so I'm going to cut vertically. Okay, and you want as thin as strips as possible. The thinner the better, because this will cook faster as well. Everyone okay so far? The thinner the better. I'd say about literally like that, a couple of millimeters. So remember, my lines are going horizontally, so I'm cutting vertically, and I'm breaking the fibre lines. Otherwise, if you don't cut it the opposite way of how the beef is, your beef will be chewy, and that's not what you want. You want it to be tender. Is everyone okay so far? Watching your little fingers? This is quite a fatty bit, this. It will still go. Okay, that's one bit of beef done. This bit, like I say, it's going vertically, so I'm going to cut in 2 pieces, and I'm going to slice the opposite way. So vertical, I'll turn it around, and I'm going to cut the opposite way.
Anu said, I'm doing king prawns, so let me know if I need to do anything other than throw them in.
Oh, you can marinate them, Anu, like how we're going to do with the meat. So you'll use the sauces again. Once I've cut the meat, you can marinate your prawns like how we are with the meat. Oh, prawns, lovely.
Prawns go well with stuff.
I hope India's enjoying prepping. I'm sure you're standing there giving instructions with a glass of Prosecco in your hand, if I know you. Right, remember, vertical, so we want to go the complete opposite way, going horizontal. Thin as you can. So I'm just going to wash my hands. I know it takes a long time, but with Chinese cooking, preparation is the marathon, the cooking is the sprint. Once you've done all your prep, it is literally chuck everything in, good to go, good to go. So, has everyone cut their meat? Let me know, thumbs up.
no thumbs up yet.
Okay. Whilst we're waiting for a few others,
Yay.
let's do some years of the Chinese thing. So 1978. Don't show my handwriting.
I'm not.
Okay, good boy.
I need a little break on the camera.
Okay, 1978. What's 1978? These aren't in order, so you have to bear with me, people. 1976, 1971.
Oh, we're on 27.
Oh, 1978. I have to go back to 1978 because for some reason I can't seem to find you. You are, oh, hang on, 1977, 1978. So, 1978 is the year of the horse. They are free spirits who need space to be themselves. Okay, 1971, if you were born in 1971, I feel like I'm bingo caller here. 1971, house. 1971, 75, 74, 73, 72. Right, 1971, you are, where are you?
I thought you just...
Oh, that is the year of the pig, that's the same. So you have a beautiful personality and are blessed with good fortune in life. Okay, so has everyone cut their beef?
Kelly MacDonald. Was she?
Ah, is everyone okay? Everyone cut their beef?
Oh, Walsh, sorry.
Has everyone cut their beef? Are we all ready for the next bit?
Yeah, we got 2 thumbs up. Oh, we got a thumbs up and we got this.
Ah, okay. So,
I'm not sure if that was a typing error, but still.
Okay, so we've sliced the beef up. So what you need to do is get your tablespoon. Let's get a tablespoon here. Actually, let me get the one that I mixed with the sauce. Okay, so again, for the marinade, for the meat or prawns or any protein, 1 tablespoon of dark soy sauce.
Rebecca Shipston, she said, I need one of those knives. Can you send me details?
I will do. I shall put the link. I bought it from Amazon, actually. This one is 21 centimetres. It's about £97. It's not cheap,
Mummy.
But it's so good. I did say it was a present to myself. You can get different sizes, but if you type in Global Knives UK into Amazon, then you can get different sizes. But 21 centimetres is the blade, but I use this for everything. Okay, so that was 1 tablespoon of dark soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of light soy sauce. This is for the marinating for the meat or prawns or protein. 1 tablespoon of oyster sauce. It's basically exactly the same measurements as the stir fry. If you're cooking a bit more, obviously double the amount of ingredients. 1 tablespoon of the cooking wine, or sherry, or pineapple juice, or apple juice. A little sprinkle of the pepper. And then 1 teaspoon of the minced ginger, 1 teaspoon of the cut up or minced garlic.
We have Samantha Howard.
Oh, hi Sam. Lift it up.
Nope.
Hello. Hope you and Monty are well. Okay, so I'm going to mix it up with a spoon, and that's going to sit marinating. Okay. So we'll leave that to one side. Wash my fingers. Is everyone okay with the speed? Do we need to slow down a little bit? We'll read out a few more years whilst we're waiting.
Oh.
Oops. Sorry, Joshie. Okay, 1972.
Are those exactly even?
Yeah, I think you've drank both of them. 1972, 75, 74, 75, 72. 72 is the year of the rat. And that means you're clever, quick thinkers, successful, but content with living a quiet and peaceful life.
That's a really good one.
That is. 2010, that is tiger.
And that's me.
And that is courageous and active people who love a good challenge and adventure in life. 1976, did we do 1976?
I know.
It's a dragon.
Oh.
1976 is dragon.
A dragon.
Strong and independent figures, but they yearn for support and love.
What does the O mean?
Cry for help. Right, okay, let's go back to the cooking. So, we've done the noodles, we've done the spring onions for the fish, we've marinated the meat, we've done the sauce for the stir fry. What we want to do is, whoops,
Where are you going?
get the fish ready. So when we start a stir fry, we are going to put the fish in the oven. Okay, so get yourself either a roasting tin or a tray, a piece of kitchen foil, quite a big piece of kitchen foil because you're going to wrap the fish up in this. Right, oh, there's something I didn't remember, but it doesn't matter, we can use these. I was going to say, you could actually cut some battens or spring onions at the bottom. It doesn't matter. Take a handful of what you've cut already of the spring onions and place them at the bottom, sprinkle at the bottom.
They have curled a little bit.
I have a little bit, haven't they? Okay, and then we want to place the fish on top. You don't want to layer the fish because it won't cook properly.
Oh, can smell it.
Yeah. Okay. And then you want to layer some of your matchstick ginger on top. This multitasking is a bit of a challenge, I tell you. We won't put the soy sauce into the parcel just yet, but this is getting ready. So, and then what we do, lift up the sides, like so. So it's like an open parcel for now. And we'll leave that to one side because we'll put this in the oven. This will only take about 10 minutes in the oven to steam.
We've got Rob Hudson watching.
Oh, hello Rob. Okay, so marinated the meat, cut up the veg, we've soaked and drained the noodles, we've done the spring onions ready for the fish, we've prepped the fish, put some of the spring onions underneath, put the fish onto the foil, and put the matchstick ginger on top of the fish on the tray. Put your ovens on now. Put it on for 200. Yes, Joshy.
And we also have Nico Liao.
Oh, okay. Hello. Just judging by what Joshy's doing. Right, you want to empty your oven. If you're like me and we end up putting our trays in, you want to empty the oven. You want to turn it on at 200 degrees. I think that's gas mask 6, 400 centigrade. And we'll let that heat up, because that'll take about 10 minutes. Right, it's the fun bit. Do we take that, Joshy? Okay, it's the fun bit where I'm going to be doing the noodles. Crisping up the noodles. Now, I will be doing this in probably about 3 batches. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to heat up the frying pan, put the heat on to the fullest, then we'll test the heat. We're going to, that's why I have the oil in a bowl. We're going to drizzle a tablespoon and a half of oil into the pan. Yes?
Ali, yes we do. Do we put not all the matchsticks on the...
I would say, I mean, put most of it on. Depends how much ginger. It's entirely up to you. It's your dish, Ali. You can put as much or as little. I love my ginger, so I've actually put most of it on there. But it depends how much you want.
Amanda Rogers has just said,
yes.
So sorry, can you just repeat the fish?
Yeah, okay. So what we've done, get yourself a tray, get yourself a piece of kitchen foil, and underneath, I've taken some of the spring onions that we've... Hi, Joshy. Taking some of the spring onions that we've sliced up at the bottom, place the fish on top, and then add your ginger matchsticks on top. And then you want to kind of have an open parcel for now, because we'll put some soy sauce in later.
Oh, it's only because she just had a shopping delivery turn.
Oh, okay. Bad time. That's a late delivery. Right, and then we'll place that onto the side. In the meantime as well, I've put the oven on at 200. So you want to empty all your trays and everything and put the oven on for 200. Okay, so we are going to move the meat over to one side as well. Okay, this is where we're going to... Sorry, Joshy. I'm going to get...
where am I going?
You're going to hit. So, you want to get your noodles that have drained as nearest to the oven as possible. To the stove as possible. Okay. And we're going to fry these in batches. Now, if the pan gets too hot, you can turn it down, because we're going to put it on full heat for now, and then we'll put some oil in, and then we'll turn it down to medium, and I'll show you as we go along. Is everyone okay? Are we good to go with the noodles? I'll be doing about 3 batches. This will take a while. So this is where you need your fish slice, your oil in a bowl, a spatula or a wooden spoon. and your noodles. Okay, let's move these.
We've got a thumbs up from Ali Reeves.
Okay, right. Put your frying pan on, people. Biggest frying pan you can find. Put it on fully. Let's move things out of the way.
We got a thumbs up, but I didn't see who it was from.
Okay, not to worry. Right, frying pan on without oil for now, on full heat. I feel like a witch in Macbeth trying to cast a spell of damn COVID. Go away, COVID, go away, so we can go on holiday and see our friends and hug each other and go to pubs and have meals. Okay, right, Joshy, that's yours. Right, people, we want to add a tablespoon, or maybe 2, into the frying pan. We want to whoosh it around so all the oil spreads everywhere. And we want that to heat up. And I'll show you how to test if the oil is hot enough. Right, whilst I'm waiting for that, let's read one more year out. 1981. Bum, ba, bum, bum, ba, bum, bum, ba, bum. 81, where's 81? Aha! 81.
There it is.
You are a rooster. So if you're born in 81, you are complex people who seem strong, but deep down need validation from loved ones. So you need to be heard and understood.
Interesting.
Okay, so the pan is on full blast.
Martin Eastlake's watching.
Ah, hello Martin. Now, how you test if your oil is hot enough, tip it over a bit, get yourself a wooden spoon or any sort of wooden instrument, and you put it in oil. If you see little bubbles forming, then it's hot enough. Cause slowly, I'm gonna wait a little bit. Can you see little ones in there, Joshy? Tiny ones?
Yeah.
Oh yes, that's good to go.
There we go.
Okay, right everybody, turn your pans down to medium. Because it'll be too hot. With the noodles, grab a handful of noodles, and what we're going to do, we're going to spread them out like a pancake. You don't want to overlayer them. Like this. Spread them out like a pancake. Put a few more bits in. You might have to do this in a couple of batches. If you don't want to do that by hand, use your spatula or wooden spoon.
James is watching as well. Hello, James.
Hello. Okay, so whilst the noodles are browning, this is where you put some oil around the sides. When we add oil, we don't want to put it in the middle, you want to put it around the sides. If you feel your pan is getting too hot, turn it down slowly, but not down to low. You want it kind of medium. Right, I would say add another tablespoon. It's as and when you want to add oil. If you feel that it's smoking, you can either turn it down or add a little bit of oil. And you can encourage the brownness by pushing it down with your fish slice. We're not making a pancake, we're just spreading the noodles out so they brown nicely and crispy underneath. See, look, you should be able to move. If you can't move your noodles like this, then you need a bit more oil.
Chloe Powell is watching.
Oh, hello Chloe. Okay, push them down. Remember, if you feel your pan is getting too hot, turn it down slowly and then add some oil around the sides. Push it down. Oh, what I didn't do actually is actually put some flour onto the noodles. It doesn't matter. They're all brown.
Oh, it's Lana's sister.
Ah.
Oh, and Charlotte Fisher is watching as well.
Right, so here is when you can pull your noodles apart, make it into 2 half portions. Get your fish slice and turn it over. You can sprinkle a bit of flour on the noodles, but do you know what? They're so dry, they don't need to. If they are a bit wet, then you can sprinkle a bit of plain flour or corn flour. What you do is put your hands into the flour and literally grab the noodles like that. but they're so dry, you don't need to. Right, this is what your noodles should be looking like. Should be crisping up. Push them down to encourage them to cook. Remember, adding a bit of oil at a time if you feel your frying pan is getting too hot. I shouldn't have turned that over actually. I'm going to turn that back over. Right, I'm going to add a bit more oil. You need to add oil to make it go brown, so don't be afraid. This is still healthier than actually frying the noodles. A lot of Chinese restaurants fry their noodles, and I just think it's just too oily. Can I just say, once you have had crispy noodles, it's very hard to go back to eating normal soft noodles. It's so good. How's everyone getting on? If you're cooking, ask your partners to reply on the Facebook to say you're doing okay.
I think, Catherine Deanne is watching.
Okay. Hello, Catherine. You can pull these apart. Remember, it's not a pancake you're doing. You're just spreading them out so they cook underneath and they're crisping up. Crisping up nicely. Oh, yes. Look, you can actually even give it a toss like a pancake.
And we've got Chantalberry watching.
Oh, hello. Thank you for joining.
Zane's mum Ali has said, I've got an electric hob and it's so slow.
Oh, okay. You may want to put it on high heat then, Ali, if medium's too low. Don't worry, I've got all these noodles to do, so everyone can catch up here. Pushing it down, remember, adding oil. You need to add oil, don't be afraid, because that will help the browning process of the noodles. So push it down as hard as you can, and then using another instrument to break them up, like so, and flip them over. Can you see how brown they are? Someone says, how crunchy should they be? It's entirely up to you how crunchy, but they should be browning bits. What we're going to do is basically have these crunchy noodles on a plate, and then we'll put the protein and the vegetables with the sauce in the middle. So you get a mixture of the soft noodles underneath the sauce, and then the crispy noodles on the outside, so you're really having nice textures of both. And also, with frying these, don't worry about these being cold. It doesn't matter, they will stay crispy, because once you put the sauce on, they'll heat up with the middle, with the soft noodles. Okay, I'm going to take these ones out because these are browning. Okay. I can't take them off. Okay. Let me take these out first. Okay. These are crisping up, so I'm going to take these out and put them onto my tray with the kitchen towel.
Miss Mellon said, please tell Mum I'm watching. Ready for dinner this week.
Oh. These are so good, Mrs. Mellon. You'll enjoy these. Okay. So I'm going to add another batch into the frying pan. Remember, the longer you have the pan on the heat, it will get hotter, so you may want to turn it up and down as you cook. So let's spread these out a bit. Let's push them down. Let them cook for a bit. I'm going to read out a couple of more years. Okay, 2006. 2006.
Oh, the phone just came out of the holder.
Sorry about that.
And the phone is boiling.
Yep. It's okay?
Yeah.
Right, 2006. We have... What's 2006? Oh, it's a dog. We haven't had Year of the Dog yet, have we? So, 2006 is Year of the Dog. Honest and loyal, dogs are the truest friend and most reliable partner. There you go. That's 2006. Okay, I'm just checking on my noodles. I need to add a bit more oil. Drizzle around the oil. How's everyone getting on with the noodles?
Jenny Fielder is watching.
Oh, hi, Jenny. Hope you and the family are okay. Okay, I'm going to separate my noodles into two halves. And then I'm going to flip them to one side. There you go. Wow, they're browning up nicely. Right. Then we are going to... Don't worry about the oven being on. The oven is being on. And once we've done the noodles and we start stir frying, we're going to put the fish in the oven. And then hopefully it'll be cooking the same sort of time as when we do stir fry, so everything comes together. Okay, so let's do another year. 2013. 2013. Oh, big little baby, 2013.
I think that was Oliver.
Year of the snake. They have a deep and complex mind, but if they love with their entire heart. Ah.
Oliver Fricker.
Ah. That's so cute. Okay, let's pull these noodles apart. Let's flip them. How's everybody getting on with the noodles? Are they browning up and crisping? I'm going to add a little bit of oil to the sides. Remember, you might have to turn your heat up and down, depending how hot or what sort of stove or electric you're using. Push them down to encourage. The only way they're going to brown is literally if you add oil and push them down into the pan. And you can separate them. We're not making pancakes, we're making noodles, so they don't have to look fancy or stay in one big lump. Okay, my pan's looking a bit dry, so I'm going to add a little bit of oil to it. Okay, let's read out another couple of years. 1973. Oh, it's the year of the ox, my year. Hard workers in the background, intelligent and reliable, but never demanding praise. Yeah, that's so me. Not. 1960. 1960.
Oh,
yes.
Martin said he is 1975.
1975. Oh, 1975 is coming up. So
Is it? Oh.
Let's do 1960. 1960 is year of the rat. Clever, quick thinkers, successful, but content with living a quiet and peaceful life.
2016 as well.
2016, I should add. 1975, you're a rabbit.
Oh,
Earnest with everything they do, they just ask that others treat them with the same way. That is so you, Martin. It's called respect, isn't it? Kids can learn from that.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Okay, right,
wow.
This batch is coming out.
Oh,
look,
wow.
Look how brown they are.
Holy.
Okay, they're coming out.
Ooh.
Add some more oil to the pan.
That's a lot of noodles.
That is a lot of noodles. We've also got boiled rice as well to go with the fish. Okay, this is my last batch. Spread them out. The partners of the people cooking, let me know how your chefs are doing with the noodles. I would love to know. I'm just going to go and check on the oven. Yeah, oven is okay. Right, add a bit of oil. Partners of the chefs, can you text or comment to say how everyone's doing with the noodles? Or if you're actually doing noodles yourself, you can comment. Remember, push them down, you need oil. Mine has been constantly on medium. Right, let's read a few more years out. Did I do 1975?
Yes.
1979. Bum, bum, bum. 1979. Year of the goat. Are loving and selfless, always thinking of for others, even if it works against their own interests. Interesting. 1989.
Is it on this one? No.
I did try to memorise all this.
There's no way you can memorise three pages.
I know, but you know, I like to think that. Oh, here we go, snake. They have a deep and complex mind, but if they love with their entire heart. That's 1989. Okay, let's go back to the noodles. Right, let's flip over. Oh, these are browning nicely. Okay, let's add a bit more oil. After this, cooking is going to be very fast. So we're past the halfway mark, people. We're doing very well. I hope you're not getting too drunk, eating glasses of wine. Past the halfway mark. Way past.
Oh, thank God.
Okay, let's flip these over. Whilst my browning, I think I've got 2 more years to read out. 1945. 1945. That is the year of the rooster. 1945, year of the rooster. They are complex people who seem strong, but deep down need validation from loved ones.
2016.
And then 2016.
The monkey.
Yeah, the monkey. We haven't had the monkey.
Lucky.
They are light-hearted pranksters who have the ability to achieve all their dreams.
Like monkeys.
Oh. Please let me know if I've missed off any years. But I've tried to cover everybody.
Literally just like monkeys.
Yeah.
Pranksters.
I sometimes think Joshy should have been year of the monkey.
It's because I act like one.
You act like one.
I climb trees like one.
You do. You eat like one. As in, like peanuts. Okay. Is everybody on their last batch of noodles?
About
Please
right
let me
for
know.
my daughter.
Are you on your last batch? Please let me know in the comments, because after this...
We got a thumbs up from Joe.
Okay. Because if we're on our last batch and everyone's on there, then we are going to be putting our fish into the oven after this.
I'm not sure if Ali, Sabia Zane's mum, is saying this to me, but I smell like one as well.
Oh, okay.
I don't actually know what a monkey
Have
smells
your-
like. Thank you. I smell nice.
Is everybody on their last batch of noodles? That's what I need to know, just so we can move on to the...
We're getting
the
a
fish.
lot of thumbs up.
Yeah, okay, brilliant.
And also Liz says, I'm definitely too drunk.
Oh, okay, that's quite dangerous, especially you're cooking Mark's dinner.
Oh, she's cooking as well.
I think so, unless she's lying and Mark's actually cooking and she's just sitting on the side drinking. Are you, Liz? Are you? Okay, let's flip my last bit of noodles over, I think. These are browning lovely.
Oh.
I'm going to add a tiny bit more oil to this last batch. So after we've done this last batch of noodles, we'll switch off the frying pan for a bit, and then we're going to divert our attention to the steamed fish. Now there's 2 ways of steaming fish. I have got a YouTube video showing you, but I thought this way is easy because then it frees up the stove. Right, my noodles are done. I'm going to switch off the heat, and I'm going to put the noodles on top of the other noodles. So you have a pile of noodles there. You may want to spread them out so they can cool off.
That's a lot of noodles.
That is a lot of noodles. That's like a wig, isn't it? Right, has everyone finished frying their noodles? Yes? Please put a thumbs up if you have. In the meantime, I'm going to move my vegetables. Oh, Joshie, sorry. I'm going to move my noodles out of the way. And I'm going to move my meat or protein, prawns, next to the frying pan.
Got a thumbs up
With some
too.
oil.
2 thumbs up from the same person.
Okay. If you've finished doing your noodles, switch off your frying pan for now. Move your meat or protein.
We need 3 more minutes.
Okay, next to the frying pan, and also put your vegetables to the side as well. So when you're cooking, you want everything convenient and next to it, because once we start stir frying, this part is going to be very, very quick. So once you've done the noodles, we are going to put the fish into the oven, because that will take about 10 minutes to cook. And at the same time, whilst that's cooking, we'll be stir frying the meat and vegetables with the sauce. Once that's done, hopefully the fish will be done, and then we can plate the noodles, and voila, I'll be having a drink.
And then we have to do the fish.
Yeah. Actually, whilst we're waiting for others to catch up, why don't you get yourselves your serving plates and you can separate the noodles into portions. Now, that'll save one job.
Where do you want me to go? Left or right?
You can stand here. Okay, so you can use your hands for this. So, place your noodles sporadically, because remember, you want some crunchy ones on the outside as well. So you don't want to pile them up like this. You want to separate them because the sauce is going to go in the middle.
Emma's just said, "Are your veg for stir fry for beef?" As I brought a bag.
Yes. The stir fry is for the beef because you won't need the stir fry noodles for the for the fish. The fish is literally only going to have ginger, spring onions, and soy sauce. Right, there's 3 of us, so I've got 3 portions here. Just going to wash my hands. Is everyone ready to go with the fish? Or people still doing their noodles? Please let me know.
So far, nothing.
Are we good to go? If I don't hear, I assume we are ready to go. Okay. Right, so this is our fish.
No.
We are not ready.
We've got 2 thumbs up, but we've got 1 no.
Okay, how long do you want me to wait for? A couple of minutes?
We got majority is yes, but Joe has said no.
Joe Fricker?
Yes.
Okay, is it because you're cooking for 4 because you're still doing the noodles? That's fine, we can wait a couple of minutes. Actually, while we're waiting, why don't we put the sauces away?
Wendy's joined and Claire Williams, she's just set off the smoke alarm.
Oh dear, open your window. Look, I just want to show you.
Oh, Joe's okay now.
Okay, just want to show you how crunchy the noodles are. Oh, so good. You could eat them on the roll. Oh. That was a Nigella moment. Okay, good to go with the fish. So we have the spring onions underneath. I have the fish on top. Now, this is optional. You don't have to have dark soy sauce. You can just add light soy sauce. Why don't we just do that? Let's add light soy sauce. But you want to make it a little parcel because you want to close up at some point. Right. You want to add 3 tablespoons of light soy sauce. You can add 1 tablespoon dark soy sauce as well. It's entirely up to you. But let's add 3. You want it round the sides, preferably missing the fish, but if you get it on the fish, it doesn't matter. Okay, drizzle it round the sides, as you can see. Joshy, you might need to come up a bit. Drizzle it round the sides. Okay, and then what we want to do, you can have dark soy sauce, but let's just do light soy sauce. Okay, and then you want to crimple it up like a calzone or a parcel, like so. If you've got too much fish, you might need to have 2 parcels because what you don't want is to overlap the fish. And then, can you see what that looks like? Is everyone okay with that?
It's a burrito wrap.
It is like a burrito wrap. Oh, takes me back having burritos at Wimbledon. One day again. Okay, okay. Once we've done that, we're going to put it in the oven that we had on, and we're going to put it on for 10 minutes. That's probably about the same sort of time as what we do with stir fry. Okay, I'm going to set the timer for 10 minutes, just in case. Okay, are we good to go? You want to move sesame oil over a little bit as well. Right, I'm happy to wait for anybody now. So this is going to be cooking fast. Okay. So we have the noodles on the plates, ready. Yummy. You've got your sauce, which is 1 tablespoon of dark soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of light soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of oyster sauce, 1 tablespoon of Shaohsing rice wine, a little sprinkle of pepper, 1 teaspoon of ginger, 1 teaspoon of garlic. Then you've got your corn flour mix, what we need to do towards the, when we thicken it, you'll have to mix it again because look, you can see it's settled at the bottom. And that is 3 tablespoons of corn flour mixed in with 6 tablespoons of cold water. We've got our vegetables here. We've got our stock here, which we might need to do a bit of a mix like that. Sesame oil. Now we'll put a teaspoon of sesame oil right at the end when we switched off the frying pan. But we're also going to use that for our fish as well. And then we've got our marinated meat. Okay, people, are we ready? Is your fish in the oven? Crumpled up like a little parcel or calzone. Are we good to go? I want thumbs up from everyone that we are ready for the stir fry.
We got 1 thumbs up from Rebecca Shipston.
Okay.
We got a thumbs up from Ali Sabia. We got a thumbs up from Joe Fricker. We got another thumbs up from Ali Reeves. And we got 3 thumbs up from Joe Fricker.
Okay, so I think everyone's good to go.
And 1 from Claire Williams.
Okay. Anu, are you thumbs up? Are you good to go?
Yep,
okay.
Anu.
Frying pan's back on. It's going to stay on full heat now, everybody. It's probably still be quite hot from just frying the noodles. So I'm going to move my fish slice over. Okay, so you want a tablespoon of oil drizzled around. Swirl it around the pan, like so. And get a drink of our bin.
If I'm making egg fried rice,
yeah,
should I start making now-ish?
You making egg fried rice as well? I would actually...
With the fish.
Oh, with the fish. I would... the only thing is, because everyone's doing the stir-fried vegetables, you can make the stir-fry... You can make the fried rice after. If I were you, I would do the stir-fry meat and vegetables now, put it into a dish, cover it, and you can put that in the microwave later, and then do your rice, and then you can put your meat and vegetables on top when it's ready. That's the order I would do it. Okay, so the pan is on. What we are going to do is we're going to cook the beef, and then we're going to take the beef out, and then we're going to put the vegetables in, cook that, and then put the meat back in. And the reason why you don't add the meat or protein and vegetables at the same time, because it will get too crowded, and the pan reduces in heat. Okay.
Oh, she hasn't done the beef, so...
Oh, okay, right. Or just vegetables. Well, basically, with your stir-fry that you're going to put in, I would do the vegetable stir-fry first, put it in a bowl, and then do your fried rice, and then reheat the stir-fry mixture after. Okay, let's put the meat in. Okay, so you want to spread out your meat. Actually, just open the back door. Open the back door. It's going to get very smoky here, so you may want to shut your kitchen door and open your windows. So you want to spread out your meat, because then you'll cook quicker. Leave it for about a minute before it gets brown. Like so. I mean, if it makes you feel better, this is the state of my kitchen at the moment, which will be clearing up after. I can smell this. Smells amazing. So we've already had 5 minutes on the fish, and this will literally take 5 minutes to cook, so hopefully the timing will be similar. Okay, this has had a minute on one side. Give it a toss around. Can you see the beef browning? Yep. I hope everyone's houses are smelling just as nice as our one. There's a lot of beef here. I hope you're hungry, Joshy.
I am. I'm starving.
Right, leave it for a bit.
Rachel Flower is watching.
Oh, hello, Fleur. Because it's normally, I would say, don't put cooked meat on the same plate as you cook raw meat. However, beef is fine. If it's chicken, I would say put a separate plate. It was her doggy's birthday I think this week or last week. Rachel. Very cute.
Ah.
Okay, this is on, remember, this is on full heat. Right. You don't want your beef to be fully done because you're going to be adding it back in after with the vegetables. So I'll say, if your beef looks like this steak, it's almost cooked and you've got brown bits, I would take it out, put it back onto the plate that you had it on.
Oh my God, look at all the smoke.
I know. Add another tablespoon of oil. Swirl that around. Scrape any bits that you've got that are browned into the pan because that will add to the flavour. Wait, it's not what not, it's what I say. Okay. Everyone got their meat out? Now we add the vegetables.
Keep the mushrooms.
Add the vegetables apart from the mushrooms if you've got mushrooms. Whoops. Because it will otherwise soften the other vegetables too quickly.
Slow. Alison Reeves has just said slow.
I've literally just taken the beef out, Ali, so I'm just cooking the vegetables. I've literally just put the vegetables in.
I have to say the full names because there's so many people with the same names.
Okay, I know. Do you want a bit of carrot, Joshy? You hungry?
No, I'm good for now.
You sure?
No, I'll just have some noodles.
Josh is going to nick some crispy noodles. There's a reason why I cooked extra. Look how colourful that is. And you don't want to overcook the prawns. Once they start turning a little bit pink, you want to take them out because you're going to be adding them with the vegetables. Ali, have you still cooking your beef or are you okay? Thanks, Martin. Hopefully you can try this when you've got a free moment. Amanda, don't worry, I'm waiting. How's everyone else getting on? Please let me know. Anu, you're good. Ali, Reeves, are you good? Amanda, are you okay? Have you cooked your beef? Remember, it doesn't matter if the beef is not cooked thoroughly. As long as it's about 80%, then that should be fine. Right, good. Ali's just about to do the veg. Cool? Right. The veg will stay crunchy, so don't worry. Okay. Ali, it doesn't matter if you're a couple of minutes behind with the vegetables because they'll cook quick when you put sauce in. Right, once your vegetables are done, you want to add... Oh, I need to add my mushrooms in.
Oh.
I need to add mushrooms back in. Remember, it's still on full heat. Right, the mushrooms, I'm just going to let them cook by themselves because they will cook very quickly. Add your protein back in with the vegetables. Give it a stir.
Very colourful.
Very colourful. Right, at this stage, people, so I've added the meat or protein in with the vegetables. I'm going to add the mixture sauce, drizzle that all around. Give that bit of a mix. The fish is almost done. My alarm's going to go off in a minute. All right, I'm going to wait for the fish to
Three,
fast.
2, 1.
Right, let the stir fry go on its own. In the meantime, take the fish out of the oven. Don't worry, your meat and vegetables won't burn. Take your fish out of the oven, turn your oven off. Just going to close the door.
It's freezing.
Switch the oven off. Take your fish out. Actually, let's check to see if it's cooked or not. Might need another few minutes.
Ooh.
That looks quite cooked. Keep it closed in its parcel. If it's not cooked, leave it in the oven for a couple of minutes. Keep that closed. Okay, now with the stir fry, so I've added the soy sauce mix in with the stir fry. Now you want to add, I would do this half amount at a time. So this is 400 mils. I'll put in 200 mils to start with of the stock. You can have it as saucy or as least saucy as you want, up to you. Again, still on full heat. I'm going to put all this liquid in. Actually, I've put 300 mils. Let's just put 300 mils. As you can see, it's quite watery. Now, this is where the thickening comes in. Oh, Joshua.
Joe's just said our fish isn't cooked.
It isn't cooked. Okay, put it back in the oven and leave that until the end, Joe.
Have you added the extra sauce mix?
So, yes. So, I've got the vegetables. I've got the meat. I've added the soy sauce mix, the one with the ginger and oyster sauce and Shaohsing wine and the soy sauce. So, I've added that. I've also added about 300 mils of liquid of the chicken stock or vegetable stock, but entirely up to you how much you want to add. I'll add at least 300 mils. And then this, if I show this, because it's looking a bit runny, you may like your sauce runny, but I like it a little bit thicker. So you need to mix the corn flour with the water again. Sometimes it's easier just to get in with your fingers, because it gets stuck to the bottom. So that you want it to be runny. And what you want to do,
You're making a mess everywhere.
look, my sauce is quite runny here. You want to drizzle it tablespoon at a time. Let's do a couple of tablespoons. Mix it in. That will also give your stir fry a shine.
We've got Maria Simone watching.
Okay. Hello, hello. Right, I have put 3 tablespoons of this thickener, and I'm going to turn my stir fry now to its lowest so it cooks nicely and slow. How is everyone? Is everyone still doing the stir fry? If you put it to the lowest point on your frying pan, that will cook gently in the pan in its hot oil. In its sauce, sorry. So this fish is cooked. How's everyone in terms of speed? I know I'm waiting for Jo and her fish.
Wendy said, core looks good, sis.
Yeah. Josh, you come from an aerial point of view.
Oh.
It's smelling amazing.
Yep. And it's going to taste amazing as well.
So I want to check you're on the lowest heat, so it's cooking slowly. If it gets too thick, again, you can always add some more stock to the liquid. Now, is everyone's meat and vegetables and soy sauce mix, chicken stock and thickener, if you want to, in your frying pan on the lowest heat? How's everyone's fish? Is everyone's fish cooked?
We've got 2 people with their fish not cooked yet.
Okay, that's fine.
Joe and Claire.
Okay, that's fine.
Got to bring me some to fresh look.
Okay.
Oh, to fresh look. Oh, it's Maria.
Hello, Maria. So actually, if your meat and veg is cooked, switch your pan off completely whilst we're waiting for everybody else, because we can put the pan back on after. Can just get a drink of my beer.
I think Emma just said she's eating it now.
Oh, are you now? Oh, are you?
Well,
now?
she
You're
said,
eating it while you're waiting for the fish.
thanks, I'm probably now eating.
Okay.
My fish isn't cooked from Ali because we have 4 fillets from Joe. Oh,
Okay. That's fine. We're happy to wait a little bit.
And a hi from Maria.
Okay. So just to let you know, what the next stage, if your vegetables and beef are there, if it is cooked, just switch off the heat because we can reheat it. That's not a problem.
Our fish isn't quite there.
Okay, that's fine. I'm going to explain what we're going to be doing next while you're waiting for your fish. So, in a minute, what we're going to do is to basically open up the fish and put the spring onions that we cut up earlier. I'll go higher just so you can see. We're going to put that on top of the fish, and then we are going to add. I'll add the sesame oil onto the stir fry later. We're going to add 3 tablespoons of sesame oil and 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil or sunflower oil into the saucepan on a medium heat until it heats up. Once that's hot, we're going to pour it on top of the fish.
Question from Alison Reeves. How thick should the sauce be?
Up to you, Ali. Look, if I show you.
It's quite liquidy.
It's entirely up to you how you like your sauce. It's your dish. So if it's too thick, you can add some more stock in it. If it's too runny, you can add a bit more corn flour. So I'd say it's about thicker than a soup. Maybe the same sort of thickness as Heinz chicken soup, if that helps. It's quite hard to explain. So yeah, so just repeat. When we do the fish, we're going to open the fish up. We're going to put some of the spring onions on top, like that. I'm just going to put it on top so it looks pretty. And then we're going to add 3 tablespoons of sesame oil with 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil into our saucepan, the one we use to...
Amanda's just asked,
yeah.
Can you repeat the oil on the fish?
Yeah, so once the fish is out, we'll open up the parcel, keeping the fish in the parcel. We'll put the spring onions on top of the ginger matchsticks, which is on top of the fish. We will then put 3 tablespoons of sesame oil, 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil into a saucepan, and we're going to heat it up to medium to high heat. Once that's hot, we have to be very careful. We have to put it on medium because it will start spitting, and then we'll pour that on top, and hopefully you get a sizzling sound. That's my sizzling sound. Josh is giving me a very, very weird look. I know. How's everyone's fish? Maybe turn up the heat a little bit higher to 210 or 220, especially if you're cooking 4 fillets. Ali and Joe, let me know how you're getting on with your fish. Everyone else, thumbs up with their fish. I need Joshy to read because he's bringing his Ribena. I can't see.
Nothing yet. We got 1 thumbs up from Ali Reeves.
Okay. Joe, how are you getting on?
Nothing yet. Sarah had Dawson.
Yeah.
Thumbs up.
Okay, cool.
Oh my god.
I think we're almost there.
We got a thumbs up from someone, but it didn't say who it was.
Okay, we are going to move on. But Joe, I will repeat.
Joe's done.
Cool, okay. Right. Switch your stir fries off. I think everyone's got their stir fries off because we always reheat that in a minute. Get your fish, like this. Get your handful of spring onions and place it on top, like so. Can you see? And then we want to get a tablespoon. Oh, sorry, Joshy. Clean tablespoon. Actually, I've got one here. You want to add to the saucepan 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil and 3 tablespoons of sesame oil. So 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil, 3 tablespoons of sesame oil. Right, and then we want to put the heat on. Put it on high for now. And what we do, we can transfer this onto a plate when we're serving. So it saves you trying to take out. We can put this literally on a serving plate after the whole thing. So that's on high heat. Swish it around. Right, I can hear it sizzling. It's all spitting in a minute. I'm going to turn the heat to medium.
Should fish be in the oven whilst heating oil?
No, take the fish out. As you can see, I've taken the fish out. I've opened up the parcel and I've put the spring onions that we've julienned or cut thinly on top. And now we're heating up the oil.
Oh,
it's spitting a little bit.
I'm going to stay back.
Put it on medium. The spatula or spoon that you'll be using to cook, you can put it in the oil to see if there's any bubbles. So in that spitting, there's not many bubbles forming yet, so it's still not hot. You want the oil to be really hot so that it sizzles on top of the fish. Let's put it on a little bit higher. Right, let's test it again. Because I won't put it on full heat, otherwise it might spit at you. Right, let's see. Oh,
bubbles.
There are bubbles forming. I still don't think it's hot enough.
Really?
Yeah, so let's put it on medium.
Oh, the stir fry smells so good.
It does, doesn't it? We're almost there, guys. This oil is the last bit for the fish, and then we'll turn the heat back onto the stir fry. And then we'll add 1 teaspoon of sesame oil, and then we are done. Right. Can you see smoke coming off your oil? Okay. I think we are ready to take the oil off. If you see smoke, as you can see out, off the oil, turn your heat off. And then, what you want to do is pour it, stand back Joshie, on top of the spring onions.
Oh my God. Holy moly.
And then you'll have your fish, steamed fish, with soy sauce, ginger and spring onions.
To be honest with you, boy does it smell good, but I'm not the biggest fan of
Joshie's not
fish.
the biggest fish fan. And then, once you've done your fish, you may want to close it up actually, till you serve. So I'll close the little parcel up, like so, keep it warm. And then put your stir fry back on. Where's my spatula? Heat up your meat and veg again. Again, if it's too thick, you can add some more chicken stock or vegetable stock. Or if it's too thin, you can add some corn flour thickener. So this is heating up again, which is lovely.
Joe said it smells amazing.
Oh, you wait till you taste it, it'll be even amazing. I'm so hungry right now.
I'm starving.
And dying for a beer. Josh is probably dying for a Sprite.
Yes.
So my sauce is bubbling again. Once your sauce is starting to bubble, that means your stir fry is heated up. Right. Once it's bubbling like this, switch it off, and then drizzle literally either half a tablespoon or a teaspoon of sesame oil over the stir fry.
Very professional.
Thank you. And then mix it up. And then you can either use a ladle or use a big spoon or whatever you want to dish the meat out onto the plate of noodles. Right, let's get a plate of noodles.
Oh, yes.
So what we want to do, you want to put it in the middle of the noodles, remember? Because you want the crunchy ones on the outside, and the sauce and the vegetables and beef or protein will soften the noodles in the middle, so you'll get a mixture. There you go, a little bit of sauce. Let's get some red peppers. Make it look tidy. There you go.
Oh.
So you've got 2 dishes here. Open this up, Joshie. Come up. So you've got 2 dishes. You've got your steamed fish with your ginger spring onion and soy sauce. Let's close it up so it keeps warm. And then you also got your beef and vegetables stir fry on a bed of crispy noodles. And that is it. And then you can have heat up your rice in a microwave if you've done it already, or having a packet of rice, it doesn't matter.
And now we get the chopsticks.
Okay.
There's yours.
Let's do the taste test.
Right, do you want to go first?
Okay, let's flip over. Okay, people, I'm going to taste first then. Okay,
Wait, I
Joshie,
need to
flip it back. Okay.
go.
Mmm. Shall I stay here for 5 minutes while Josh is filming?
Excuse me.
Mmm. The beef is so tender as well. And the vegetables. Still very crunchy. Okay, I'm going to let Joshie have a go. Let's try the beef. Oh, that's too much. Noodles. Let's try this bit here. That's good. How is everyone's noodles and trying the fish? Is that amazing? Josh is not actually saying any words. He's literally just nodding. Oh, I'm glad, Libby, yours taste amaze balls. I'm going to try a little bit of the fish. Right.
Do you want me to film?
Yep, I'm going to flip. And I'm going to try some of the fish. I'll obviously serve it with some rice in a minute. But look, it's just flaked off. Oh, Josh, I might want to film with them. I'm going to add some ginger and garlic to it. Look at the fish, it's just flaking off. That's what you want. That is amazing. Even though I say so myself. So, let's put it back. I hope you've enjoyed this cook along. If you've just been watching, try it again. I'm going to try and save it onto my page, although last time I had difficulty. But try the stir fry and try the fish. And hopefully we'll see you on the next cook along. Hey! Gong hei fa choi, and hope you have a lovely weekend. Enjoying being at home on this lockdown. Boo.